Hello, everybody, and welcome to our year of math together. What I wanted to talk to you about today is the overview of the basic functions of math. We're going to do a quick review. Most of you know this, but we're going to spend some time on how to tackle the assignments that we have. I'm going to go through it very quickly. First of all, you should already know how to add numbers with regrouping. When I look at your processes, I do want to see that you have written them clearly, that I can see where you have regrouped, and I would like your answer circled. It's important that we start to show processes because as the math gets more complicated throughout the year, we're going to have to do that on those to show steps. So obviously 8 plus 4 is 12, we regroup the 1, 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 7 is 13, regroup the 1, 1032. Not really rocket science, but just a quick review. To find the difference between two numbers, 204 minus 36, again, I'm showing the regrouping. We cannot have the 4 and take 6 away from it, so we go next door, nothing there. So now we're going to have to regroup 100 into the tens, which would make this 100, but then he needs 1, so we're going to make it a 9. So 14 minus 6 is 8, 9 minus 3 is 6, 1 minus nothing is 1. I'm hoping that everybody has that in a slam dunk. Now, I have had some issues in the past with multiplication. I do not want you to use the box method. If you do not know how to do the traditional method, I need you to see me so you don't get encumbered with math later on. So 25 times 12, you take the 25 times the 2, which ends up being obviously 50. 5 times 2 is 10, regroup the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then we always start over in the tens place because what we're doing is a 5 times a 10. 5 times 10 is 50. So whether you put an X here or a 0 filled in, which is what I did, either way is fine, but 5 times 1 is 5, 2 times 1 is 2, and we add that up. The box method is just going to be too cumbersome for the level of math we are going to do here. Again, please see me if you are not able to do this easily. We will be doing 3-digit by 3-digit multiplication eventually. So, quotients. Long division. Right now we'll have 1 or 2 digits outside of our little garage here. Just as a reminder of how you do it, 7 does not go into 5, so I put a little X there so that placeholder is there. But it does go into 59. And I know that 7 times 8 is 56, and that gets us really close. So I put an 8 times 7 is 56. I did the subtraction, which I got a 3, and then drop. We've got the 32. How many times does 7 go into 32? Well, I know it goes in 4 times without going over, which gives us 28. And then there's a 4 left over, and we're going to do a remainder 4. Later in the year, we will divide out to decimals, but we're not there yet, so we're just going to put the remainder of 4. So if I had 592 Trolli sour gummy worms, one of my favorite candies, and I divided them amongst 7 people, everybody would get 84 Trolli sour gummy worms, but there will be 4 leftover worms, which will probably go in my belly. The final thing you're going to be doing today in your math assignment is finding patterns. So if I have 1, 4, 7, 10, and I needed to fill in these 2 numbers, I can already see that this is a +3 pattern. So then it becomes easy to find the 13 and 16. If I have 320, 160, 80, 40, 20, 10, and I got to the 40, I can already see that all of these are a divided by 2 pattern. So my rule is divide by 2, and I can fill in the next numbers. I think this is a review assignment for everybody, so I'm going to take a quick minute. Again, I can't stress enough, if you do not know how to do the multiplication without the box method, I need you to see me now because we can take care of that right away at the beginning of the year and it'll be no problem. So what do we do for our assignments? And forgive me here while we go through the steps. And I am going to pull up on my screen what you are going to see when you go into Schoology to see your assignments. I'll move this over. So I'm on 1.1 right here, as you see on the screen, and this is your assignment. And in your view, you'll actually see this video right above here. So there are two possibilities for assignments. You can choose to do the regular or the challenge assignment. The challenge assignment is usually a little more in-depth, has more problem solving in it. This one is kind of a middle level assignment that will get you ready for the test. So challenge assignment generally takes a little bit longer. Like I said, it has more problem solving. Eventually we'll have a challenge group. If you'd like to be in that, you have to be doing the challenge assignment to even be considered, and then you have to be scoring a 90% in my class in order to get in, and you need to be at an 80% on every single challenge assignment that you do. So there's some stringent requirements, but I just wanted you to know what that is. So what I would like you to do when we do this is you decide which assignment you are going to do, okay? And then you need to grab a sheet of notebook paper, and I'm going to switch over to my other view. And I'm just going to right here, and I am going to write my name in the corner, Mrs. McKinley. And I'm doing 1.1. All right, so then I am going to copy what I see here. So pages 6 through 8, and let's say today I'm just my first math assignment, so I am going to go ahead and do the regular assignment. So I'm going to copy what we see. 13 through 16, 21, 23, 25, 27, 33, 34, 37, 39, 41, 43, 44, 49, 51, 54, and 62 through 65, and I am going to write 26 possible. There are two extra credit ones that you will see right here, and those are optional, but notice that those are included on the challenge assignment. So I do include optional extra credit points if you would like that. So now if you look, mine kind of went all over the place because I'm writing a little bit too quickly. But now what I do with this paper is I go into my math book, and I see that it's pages 6 through 8. And so when you get your math book, you are going to see this page in your math book. So you will start with number 6, find the sum or difference. So for number 6, you would copy down, or 1 through 4, I guess is I was thinking problem number 6. You start with number 1, and so you write number 1 on your paper. It says difference. What is the definition of difference? So you will select A, B, C, or D for 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're going to put your answer down. A lot of times these don't require you showing work, so you would circle A, B, C, or D. And then 13 through 16. So we're going to do this last row. For number 13, I would like everyone in the room, regardless of how you do this in your head, just to please write down 226 plus 175. I would like you to do all of your work and then circle your answer right there, so that if I take your math assignment, and I will collect these each day, I see your process. Math is going to get more tricky this year. I need to know how you think, and sometimes I just detect some little errors and some addition. So we're going to do that. My mantra is kill a tree in math class. We save a tree in many other places in my room, but not in math. I want to see what you're doing. So I see that if I go back up to the top, I need to do number 14 as well. So you're going to take your paper and look at number 14. That's 812 minus 125. Okay, I see that there's some regrouping that needs to happen. And then there will be an answer right there. I'm not going to do it for you. And you circle your answer. Okay, so as we go through this, I will sometimes require you to redo an assignment if I don't see the work shown that needs to be shown. It's very important, especially in 4th and 5th grade as the math gets more complicated later in the year, that we have this process down so that I can see, oh, it was just a simple addition error on the beginning of the question. They understand the concept. Otherwise, if you just have a wonky answer, it's hard for me to tell if there's really an issue or not. Okay, so you will do that throughout the whole assignment. Make sure that it is all done. You need to do every question, and then what we will do is we will score it. At the end of the day, or end of your time, what you'll do after we've corrected is you will put this assignment in your in my blue turn-in bin. And there's 26 possible. So let's say I did my whole assignment and we missed number 3 and 4. We switched them around. So that would be 24 out of 26. And usually I do require red pen when you were correct. And you'll circle the 24 out of 26 and it should be in red at the top. And then I will write that score down, so that I can see who maybe struggled with this assignment, who didn't, or maybe the whole class just did a really awesome job. So that is how you do your assignments in our classroom this year. It's a little bit different. Some kids struggle at the beginning because you're responsible for the paper. But from this point on, in all of your math classes that you get from now till high school, this is how you are going to be required to do the assignments should you have a book. If you have any questions about this, please come and see me. This is a great video for parents to see so you know what my expectations are as well. And I want to be clear that when you just have to select an answer and it's a vocabulary or fill in the blank, there's really no work to be shown. So use your best judgment on that. If you can do this in your head, that also means that you can do it like this. So I do want to see your process. I do want to see you kill a tree in math class because that really assures me where the problem is, if there is one. Okay, it does become important on quizzes and tests as well. If you have any questions at all, let me know, and I look forward to our year of math together.